everyone? I'm Kenny Varner, the owner of SportsBooks.com. We are looking at the Cincinnati Bearcats. Over 5.5 wins is minus 130. Under 5.5 is plus 100. This number seems a little bit high. But what would keep me off and under here is the defense, which could really, really struggle. Did they get? They tried to get a ton of help from the portal. So that's the big, like, flying the ointment of automatically taking them under. Will the quarterback transfer? Brendan Sorsby, the Indiana transfer, will he make a big difference? We will talk about all that in about 1 minute. Why? Because SportsBooks.com is the name of my site. And we have sports packages. People that get in early get the best deals. You can be one of them. We've been looking at point spreads for 30 years, so we put the work in. So anyway, we put a lot of content here on YouTube, and I really invite you guys to check out YouTube, my YouTube videos, because we're going to have every team in the NFL and every team in the Power Four conferences, along with Notre Dame, of course. So we will preview everyone. They all deserve their own video. Check them all out. Get some information on these teams. It's hard to get a good sense of these teams. You're going to have a better sense of some teams than others. And just because they're popular or top 20 teams, you could still have better nuggets on other teams like my Syracuse Orange. But today we're looking at Cincinnati. I have tons of question marks. This feels like a bad team when I look at them right now. When I look at them on someone's schedule, I think, very winnable game. So why is that? Well, the quarterback, Brendan Sorsby, is an Indiana transfer. Will he make a difference? Well, considering this team's going to be a heavy run team, they're talking about being a heavy run team. I never like that unless you're Air Force, Army, or Navy, or certain schools in the Sun Belt. But when you're when they tell me you're going to be a heavy run team and you're not really like an option, I think that means you struggle scoring points, because you need the pass game to score points in today's NFL, in today's college football. They do have a good offensive line, and they really went heavy on defense with the portal. They also went really heavy wide receiver on the portal. They need that to hit. There's a lot of things that they need to hit. Now, can they hit? Of course they can. And if I see that they are hitting, then I adjust my thought process on them. If I even have a thought process on them in terms of games, you're not going to bet on every team or against every team. Sometimes they're just out of the window. So let's look at their schedule and see if you can get to 6 wins at minus 130, plus 100 at under 5.5. Towson is who they open up with. Towson's a nothing. No, don't have to worry. They're not South Dakota State. They're not North Dakota State. You don't have to worry. Pitt. We got to do more homework on Pitt, but Pitt, Cincy, toss up at best for Cincy, even at home. At Miami of Ohio, that should be a win. But the thing is, it will be a Super Bowl for Miami of Ohio. I like to look at the MAC. When I look at the MAC, I want to see the teams that are considered to be better, or if they're all kind of the same, and the ones that are worse. But going on the road to a team that's going to have their Super Bowl, and this is a Cincinnati team that I believe is average at best. So, and then Houston. So look at what they have to begin the season: Towson, Pitt, at Miami of Ohio, and Houston. Can they be 3-0? Will they be favored to be 3-0? I believe so, or 3-1 at least. Can they beat Pitt? Maybe they're enough to be 4-0. And then you got confidence, because you're playing teams that aren't that good, and you can be like, oh, right, we have confidence. Then you get the wake-up call, and Texas Tech smacks you around. Now, this is what if I see Cincy and they muddle around and go 4-0, and they're not really impressive. And then they go to Texas Tech, and the number is small enough because they're 4-0. Texas Tech is good. That's when I look for a team with a good record that I still don't think is good. And maybe they're not getting enough points, and we can pop off on Texas Tech. But then they get a week off, and then they go to UCF, who I think I'm high on as long as Jefferson does his thing. Then they come home for Arizona State at Colorado, overhyped Colorado, but probably a Colorado team that has more talent than Cincinnati. Then they're off. Come home for West Virginia, at Iowa State, at Kansas State. Not going to be Kansas State. And TCU. When I have a team that I want at 6 or 8 wins, 6, 7 wins, I almost have to sneeze again. I look, where's the wins? Okay, Towson. Okay, I'll even give you Miami of Ohio, but then where are the wins? You know, Houston, when you have a team lined at 4 wins, they're going to win a couple games. Is this one of them? That's why it's like I just don't see the automatic wins. And I can even give you Towson, Miami of Ohio, Arizona State at home, Houston. I mean, I'm coming up with them, but they're going to have to pull upsets and take care of business. And teams that can't score, that can't take care of business, I just don't know. I am very skeptical of this team. It's not a team that I'm looking to bet over or under. I'm not looking to bet on them or against them at this point in July and August. That's what I got on Cincinnati. Not the prettiest team to look at, but will the quarterback transfer make a difference? Heavy run game. I don't like hearing that. So we'll see how they do as the season goes on. As a SportsBooks.com, name of my website, and it's in the description on YouTube. Check us out. See what we're about. Kenny at SportsBooks.com is my Yahoo address. You can Zoom, text me. You can talk to me on Facebook. I am here. I'm going to be here every day doing content. So that's what we got going on. I encourage you to get a package because we put in all the time that you need. And we do a great job here at SportsBooks.com. So we'll see you guys in the next video. And let's make money together.